My beloved child. Stop scrolling for just a moment, because what you are about to hear is not here by accident. There is a reason your eyes landed on this message today. Out of countless voices, somehow you found this one. That is not something to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There are moments in life when people quietly decide what they believe about you. They think they have measured your limits. They think they know your future because they remember your past. They look at your age, your circumstances, your delays, your struggles, and they whisper to themselves, "Nothing surprising will come from this person anymore." But they were wrong. Very wrong. And they are about to realize it. The title of this message is not just words. It is the beginning of a story that many never expected to witness. At this age, you shocked them. Not because you became someone else overnight. Not because life suddenly became easy. But because something inside you refused to stop growing when everyone else assumed your journey was already finished. Don't skip, because what comes next may speak directly to your heart. Some people only recognize age. Heaven recognizes purpose. People count birthdays. Heaven counts faithfulness. People count failures. Heaven counts perseverance. There were nights when nobody applauded your efforts. There were mornings when you carried burdens that no one could see. There were silent battles you fought while wearing a smile that convinced everyone you were fine. Yet every unseen step mattered. Every quiet prayer mattered. Every time you chose hope over despair, kindness over bitterness, patience over frustration, something invisible was being built. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Many wondered why you kept going. They expected disappointment to make you quit. They expected waiting to make you surrender. They expected criticism to silence your voice. Instead, you became stronger. Not louder. Not proud. Simply stronger. That strength confused them. Because they believed your greatest days had already passed. But what if your greatest chapter has not even begun? Imagine standing in front of a locked door for years. Everyone passing by says, "That door will never open." Eventually they stop checking. Eventually they stop believing. Eventually they forget the door even exists. Then one ordinary day, without warning, the door opens. Not because people believed. Because the right moment finally arrived. That is why you must never measure your future by someone else's expectations. Don't skip. This message is building towards something important. There are people who secretly watched every setback in your life. Not because they hated you. Sometimes because they simply assumed that struggle would always define you. They thought your story was already written. They thought they had reached the final page. But heaven was still writing. Every delay was preparing something. Every lesson was shaping something. Every closed door redirected you towards something greater than you could imagine. What shocked them was not your success alone. It was your peace. Because many expected success to make you confident. Instead, faith had already made you peaceful long before success arrived. That is what they could never understand. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Sometimes the greatest surprise is not receiving a blessing. It is becoming the kind of person who can carry that blessing with wisdom. Think about everything you've survived. Moments you thought would break you. Conversations that wounded your heart. Dreams that seemed impossible. Yet here you are. Still standing. Still believing. Still moving. That alone is extraordinary. Many people become prisoners of yesterday. You decided to keep walking toward tomorrow. That decision changed everything. Remember this. Age has never limited purpose. History is filled with people whose greatest seasons arrived after long periods of waiting. Their strength did not come from rushing. It came from refusing to quit. Perhaps you have asked yourself, is it too late for me? Listen carefully. It is never too late for hope. It is never too late for growth. It is never too late to discover why every chapter before this one was necessary. Don't skip. There is one more truth you need to hear. The people who underestimated you are not your enemies. They simply could not see what heaven already knew. They judged your present. Heaven saw your potential. They counted your mistakes. Heaven counted your persistence. They focused on your age. Heaven focused on your assignment. And that changes everything. One day they will wonder how you remained calm while everything around you seemed uncertain. They will wonder how you continued believing when answers came slowly. They will wonder how your heart remained gentle after facing disappointment. The answer will always be the same. Because your hope was never built on people's opinions. It was built on something deeper. Something stronger. Something that could not be shaken. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If this message found you today, let it remind you of one simple truth. Never let the calendar decide what is possible. Never let yesterday decide tomorrow. Never let fear become louder than faith. The story is not ending here. It is unfolding. Step by step. Moment by moment. The surprise that shocked everyone was never just what you achieved. It was who you became while nobody was watching. A person who kept believing. A person who kept learning. A person who kept growing. And perhaps, that is the greatest miracle of all. So lift your head. Keep moving forward. Keep your heart open. Keep your faith alive. Because the next chapter may surprise even you. Don't skip your purpose. Stay till the end of your journey. Something huge is waiting for you. And when the day comes that people say, "At this age, you shocked them," you will quietly smile. Because you will know that every delay, every lesson, every tear, and every unseen moment prepared you for exactly that moment. The moment you stop measuring yourself by other people's timelines, everything begins to change. Take a deep breath and keep listening, because this is where the hidden part of the story begins. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is something that few people understand about remarkable transformations. They almost never happen in front of a crowd. They happen in quiet places where no applause can be heard. While everyone else was busy watching visible success, your greatest work was taking place within your heart. Many people assumed nothing was changing because they could not see immediate results. They mistook silence for failure. They mistook waiting for weakness. They mistook patience for surrender. But what they never realized was that roots grow before branches can reach the sky. Every day you chose hope instead of giving up, another root grew stronger. Every time you forgave instead of becoming bitter, another root spread deeper. Every lesson you learned through disappointment became another hidden strength that no one could see. Don't skip, because this part explains why the surprise was greater than anyone imagined. There were moments when you questioned yourself. You wondered if all your effort mattered. You wondered if your dreams had quietly disappeared. You wondered if your best opportunities had already passed. Yet even during those uncertain moments, something inside you refused to stop believing. That quiet determination became your greatest victory. The people around you noticed your age, but they overlooked your courage. They noticed your past, but ignored your growth. They noticed your delays, but missed your preparation. That is why your next step caught them completely by surprise. One unexpected opportunity. One unexpected conversation. One unexpected door. And suddenly the same people who had stopped expecting anything from you began asking, "How did this happen?" The answer was never luck. It was years of becoming stronger without demanding recognition. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs arrive without making a loud announcement. They enter your life quietly, almost unnoticed. A simple decision. A single act of courage. One conversation that changes everything. One moment of faith that redirects an entire future. That is why you must never underestimate small beginnings. Great stories often begin with ordinary moments. Imagine standing at the edge of a mountain before sunrise. Everything still looks dark. Someone standing beside you might believe nothing is about to change. But you know something they don't. The sun has already begun to rise beyond the horizon. You simply cannot see it yet. Your life has experienced seasons just like that. Even when everything appeared unchanged, unseen progress was already taking place. Every challenge taught you wisdom. Every delay built endurance. Every unanswered question developed patience. Nothing was wasted. Don't skip. This message is leading somewhere important. There are people who once believed they understood your limits. They quietly placed you inside a small box of expectations. They believed they had already figured out your future. Then one day, you stepped beyond every boundary they had imagined. Not by proving them wrong, but by refusing to let their opinions define your identity. That was the real surprise. Because confidence built through patience cannot be easily shaken. The world often celebrates quick victories. But lasting victories are built over time. You became stronger because you kept walking when nobody noticed. You became wiser because every disappointment taught you something valuable. You became calmer because every storm reminded you that peace comes from within. That transformation cannot be copied overnight. It must be lived. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Perhaps the greatest shock was not your achievement itself. It was the way you carried it. Without pride. Without revenge. Without needing to remind anyone who doubted you. Instead, you responded with quiet confidence and a grateful heart. That kind of strength leaves a lasting impression. As this chapter closes, remember one truth that will stay with you long after these words are over. Never believe that your season has passed simply because others stopped expecting it. The greatest chapters often begin when the audience has already walked away. Keep moving forward with courage. Keep believing when progress feels slow. Keep growing even when nobody notices. Because one faithful step today can become tomorrow's unforgettable surprise. Don't skip your purpose. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and your story is only getting stronger from here. What happens next is the part almost no one saw coming. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There comes a moment in every extraordinary journey when silence begins to speak louder than words. You no longer feel the need to convince people of your worth. You no longer chase approval from those who misunderstood you. Instead, you keep moving forward with quiet confidence, knowing that every step is preparing you for something greater. This is the season where everything starts to look different. Not because the world suddenly changed, but because you changed. Your perspective became stronger than your fears. Your hope became greater than your doubts. Your patience became more powerful than your frustration. And that inner transformation is impossible to hide forever. People who once overlooked you begin paying attention. Those who thought your story was over suddenly become curious about your future. The same voices that once questioned your potential now wonder how you found such peace. The answer isn't complicated. You stopped allowing temporary circumstances to define your permanent identity. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There was a time when every closed door felt personal. Every delay felt like rejection. Every unanswered question felt heavy. But now you can look back and see something remarkable. Some doors remained closed because they were never meant for your journey. Some delays protected you from rushing into the wrong season. Some disappointments quietly redirected you towards something far better than you could have imagined. What once looked like loss became preparation. What once felt like waiting became training. What once appeared to be the end became the beginning of a brand new chapter. Don't skip. This is where the story becomes even more powerful. Imagine a sculptor standing before a rough block of stone. To everyone else, it's just an ordinary rock. But the sculptor already sees the masterpiece hidden inside. Every careful strike removes what doesn't belong. Every patient movement reveals more beauty. Your journey has been much the same. Every challenge shaped your character. Every setback strengthened your resolve. Every difficult season removed fear, pride, and discouragement little by little. Now the masterpiece is beginning to appear. And that's what surprises everyone. They only notice the finished result. They never saw the years of unseen preparation. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. The greatest victories often arrive quietly. They don't always begin with applause. Sometimes they begin with a single decision. I will not give up. That simple choice changes everything. Because every day you refuse to quit, your future grows stronger. Every moment you continue believing, your confidence becomes deeper. Every step you take with courage moves you closer to opportunities that once seemed impossible. There will always be people who measure success by appearances. But true growth happens long before anyone else notices it. Your heart became wiser. Your spirit became steadier. Your outlook became brighter. Those victories cannot be taken away. Don't skip. This next thought may be exactly what someone needed to hear today. If you've ever wondered whether your best days are behind you, let that question end here. The future has a way of surprising those who remain faithful through ordinary days. One conversation, one opportunity, one unexpected breakthrough can change the direction of an entire season. Never underestimate what can happen when preparation finally meets the right moment. That's exactly why your story continues to inspire. Not because everything was easy, but because you kept walking when stopping would have been easier. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As people watch your journey unfold, many will think the surprise happened overnight. Only you know the truth. You remember every quiet prayer, every lesson, every tear, every small victory that no one celebrated. Those moments built the foundation beneath everything people now admire. So keep your heart humble. Keep your vision clear. Keep your hope alive. The chapter ahead may be more beautiful than anything you've imagined. Because the greatest surprise isn't simply that you shocked them. It's that you never stopped believing in the possibility of becoming everything you were created to be. Don't skip your purpose. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the most inspiring pages of your story are still being written. The final piece of this journey is more powerful than anyone expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As your story continues, something remarkable begins to happen. The very people who once believed they had you completely figured out start realizing they only knew one chapter of your life, not the whole book. They judged your yesterday without knowing what tomorrow was preparing. That is why they were so surprised. They expected you to stay where you were. Instead, you kept growing. They expected you to become discouraged. Instead, you became wiser. They expected time to slow you down. Instead, time gave you experience, patience, and strength that could never be learned overnight. This is the difference between simply getting older and truly growing stronger. Age alone changes everyone. Growth is a choice. And you chose growth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There will always be voices that try to define your limits. Some will say you've missed your opportunity. Some will believe your best season has already passed. Some will quietly assume there is nothing new left for your life. But remember this. The greatest surprises often arrive after the longest periods of waiting. A seed spends a long time hidden beneath the soil before anyone notices the first sign of life. Yet the moment it breaks through the ground, people call it an overnight success. They never saw the unseen process. Your life has followed that same pattern. Every quiet moment of perseverance. Every lesson learned through hardship. Every act of kindness when no one was watching. Every decision to keep moving forward. None of it was wasted. Don't skip. This next truth could change the way you see your own story. The real victory was never proving anyone wrong. The real victory was becoming the person you were always meant to be. When your heart found peace, you had already won. When you stopped comparing your journey to everyone else's, you had already won. When you learned to celebrate small steps instead of waiting only for giant victories, you had already won. Everything that followed became a reflection of the strength that had already been growing inside you. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. One day, someone will ask how you stayed hopeful when everything seemed uncertain. How you continued smiling through difficult seasons. How you found the courage to begin again when others would have stopped. Your answer will not be a list of achievements. It will simply be this: I refuse to let difficult seasons become the final chapter of my story. That decision changed everything. And perhaps someone listening today needs to make that same decision. Not to quit. Not to give up. Not to let fear write the ending. Because every sunrise reminds us that darkness never has the final word. As this message comes to a close, carry these words with you wherever you go. Never believe that your value is measured by your age. Never believe that delays erase purpose. Never believe that past mistakes cancel future possibilities. Your story is still unfolding. Your purpose is still alive. Your greatest opportunities may still be ahead. So walk into each new day with confidence. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep believing. Keep choosing hope even when the road feels long. Because the day will come when people look at your life with amazement and quietly say, "At this age, you shocked them." But deep inside, you'll know the truth. It wasn't one single moment that changed everything. It was thousands of faithful decisions made when nobody was watching. Those quiet choices became the foundation of an extraordinary life. Thank you for staying until the end. If these words encouraged your heart today, carry their message with you and let them remind you that your journey is far from over. Don't skip your purpose. Stay till the end of your calling. Because something huge is always waiting for those who refuse to stop believing. And this is only the beginning of what your future can become.